Hello students, hope you are well and working hard to achieve your goals. So welcome to your commerce class. As yesterday we had started our chapter 10 cooperative organization. In this chapter, yesterday we had learned the meaning and definition of cooperative society, its features, and then we had discussed the difference between joint stock company and cooperative organization, and after that we learned the organization of cooperative society. So today we will discuss our next and the rest part of this chapter, that is different types of cooperative organizations, and then the advantages of cooperative organization and disadvantages or limitations of cooperative organization. So first of all we will discuss some key terms of today that we are using. So first one is cooperative society. As yesterday we had discussed the cooperative society, so today we give a revise to this term, that cooperative society includes a voluntary association of persons that work together with a common economic objective. It provides support to their members, or we can say that self-help and a mutual help to their members. This organization is run for non-profit motive or a service motive, and it includes or pooling the individual resources for group welfare and for common benefit. So any 10 persons can form a cooperative society in or under the Cooperative Societies Act 1912 and the State Cooperative Societies Act. So the main objective of the cooperative society is to render the service rather than earning profit, and provides a mutual help to their members instead of competition, and self-help in place of dependence. So next key term is producer. For example, a film producer is a person who oversees film production. Likewise, business firms are the main examples of producers that produce the goods and services. Likewise, farmers who produces wheat, manufacturer and construction companies are also an examples of producers. So a producer is someone who creates and supplies goods and services. Next key term is consumer. So for example, like consumer is a person who purchases a new television. Means a consumer is a person that buys goods and services what the producer produces. So now we will discuss the examples of cooperative societies. So first one is Shri Mahila Griha Udyog Lijjat Papad. This is the cooperative society that provides empowerment to women, and it manufactures the products like wheat flour, papad, chapati, masala. These are the examples of Lijjat Papad products. It also contributes to the social service activities like providing food to the poor children, likewise donating money for marriage, primary education, donating blood. These are the examples of this cooperative society. So next there are the examples of cooperative societies in Punjab. So first one is the Mithra Co-op Agri Service Society Limited in Jalandhar. Next, Khemkaran Model Co-op Farming Society Press Kulwa in Jalandhar in Chandigarh. After that there is a Agriculture Service Society Limited in Jalandhar, Pathankot Co-op Marketing cum Processing Society, likewise Markfed in Sangrur, Krishak Bharati Cooperative Limited in Chandigarh. After that, All India Pingalwada Society in Jalandhar, Nihalgarh Co-op Agriculture Society Limited in Kapurthala. So these are the examples of cooperative societies in Punjab. The another examples of cooperative societies are like Annapurna Mahila Credit Cooperative Society, then Krishak Bharati Cooperative Limited, These are also the examples of cooperative societies in India. Likewise, next example is Jan Vikas Multipurpose Cooperative Society. So their objectives are to provide a support to its members related to the information and techniques, then to undertake the purchase, sale and supply of the activities related to the business, then provide a facilitate or coordinate, promotes and engage the animal husbandry and sericulture, then provide seeds and grains to the members at cheaper rates, then provide training education are the main purpose or objectives of this society. So now we will come to our first topic, that is types of cooperative societies. So first one is consumer cooperative society. So for example, like in schools and colleges, schools open such stores with the help of their educational institutions. The stores buys books and stationery directly from publishers and manufacturers at wholesale rates, and students can purchase these articles or books from these stores at cheaper rates as per their requirement. So these cooperatives are established to ensure the steady supply of essential commodities of standard quality to the general public at fair prices. It provides a direct link between the producer and the consumer. These cooperative stores helps in eliminating the middlemen by establishing a direct link with the producers and in an organization of consumers. These stores purchase goods of daily requirements directly from wholesalers or the manufacturers and then sell to their members at reasonable rates. The profits of the stores are distributed among the members in proportion to their purchases during the year. So, for example, like Apna Bazaar, Sehkari Bhandar, Kendriya Bhandar, these are the examples of consumers cooperative society. They protect the interest of general consumers, provide consumer goods available at the reasonable prices, then it directly purchase goods from the producers or manufacturers and it eliminates middlemen. So these are the crux of the consumer cooperative society. Next one is the producer cooperative society. For example, like Amul, likewise Haryana Handloom, EPCO, likewise Co-optex, these are the examples of producers cooperative society. They protect the interest of the small producers by making available raw material, tools, equipment and machinery at the reasonable rates and also arranging marketing and distribution channels. So these societies are sometimes also known as industrial cooperatives. These cooperatives are the voluntary associations of small producers who join hands to face the powerful capitalists. These societies are formed for the benefit of small producers who cannot easily collect various items of production and face problems in marketing or advertising their products. So these societies purchase raw material, tools, equipments and other items of production in large quantities and then distribute among them to their producer members at reasonable rates. Next one is marketing cooperative society. So marketing cooperative society, for example, Anand Milk Union Limited, Co-optex, UP Handloom are the examples of marketing societies. In crux, we can say that society of small producers and manufacturers that collects the products from members and make available better marketing and distribution channels at reasonable rates, or we can say that economically, and sells in the market. So marketing cooperatives provide services like assembling, grading, storing and packing. They also advance loans to producers against the deposit of their goods. Cooperative marketing societies are formed to engage or to enable their members to secure fair prices of their products or goods and services. Marketing cooperatives are an effective device to provide farmers and other small scale producers with the benefit of modern market techniques. So, the fourth type of cooperative society is a credit cooperative society. So, credit cooperative society, for example, like village service cooperative credit societies, employees cooperative credit societies, means they form to provide financial support to their members. Means the members who need money, so these are the societies that provides the money. They accept deposits from members and grant loans to other members at reasonable rates of interest. So the example of cooperative credit society is like Lokmanya Cooperative Credit Society. It deals with the local proposals that provides loans to the small scale, or we can say that small scale industries. It caters to the needs of small industries or startup businesses and new entrepreneurs, as well as provide help to the all classes of societies in building their own. So simply we can say that credit societies are formed in rural and urban areas to attract the small savings of the villagers. Their objective is to secure credit at reasonable rates. These societies can have the maximum membership of 100%. The minimum number of persons required is 10. Means maximum number of persons involved is 100 and minimum is 10. They provide loans to their members on easy terms of interest, security and repayment. Next one is farming cooperative society. So, for example, like lift irrigation cooperative society and Pani Panchayat. These are the examples of cooperative farming society. So, they are formed by small farmers to pool small holdings and work to benefits of a large scale farming. So, small agriculturists join together and pool their resources for cultivating their land collectively by forming a cooperative farming society. Cooperative farming makes possible the mechanization of farming, provision of improved seeds, fertilizers and irrigation facilities in order to achieve higher productivity. Its aim is to provide a scientific organization of agriculture on a large scale so as to increase productivity and improve the economic position of the cultivators. Last type of cooperative society is a housing cooperative society. So, Swan Bhumi is a cooperative housing society limited that provides loans like gold loans, personal loans, mortgage loans, housing loans and group loans to the various people so that they can run or they can smoothly work according to their needs. So, in Amritsar, for example, Amritsar Improvement Trust aims is to develop and provide residential and commercial plots, flats to the people of Amritsar. So, cooperative housing societies are established to help people with limited income to construct their houses at reasonable cost. The aim is to solve the housing problems of the members by constructing houses and giving the option of paying in installments. These societies construct flats or provide plots to members on which the members themselves can construct houses as per their choice. So, housing cooperative society, simply we can say that provides residential accommodation to members, construct houses or apartments, provides various facilities or amenities, take care of maintenance and repairs. Next, there is another example of cooperative banks. means the banks that provides banking facilities to their members, they accept deposits and grant loans at the reasonable rates of interest. So this is the another type of cooperative societies. So now we will discuss the advantages of cooperative societies. So there are four types of advantages that are provided or that is included in the cooperative society, that are economic advantages, social advantages, moral advantages, and last one is political advantages. So first one is economic objectives or advantages. So for example, Adarsh Credit Cooperative Society Limited, the Amritsar Central Cooperative Bank Limited, these are the some examples of cooperative societies that provides economic advantages. Cooperative organizations provide financial assistance to agriculturists and low income group members. They provide loans for productive purposes so that to earn profits or to earn their livelihood. Then credit cooperatives protect the members from exploitation by the money lenders. These societies encourage savings and investments among villagers. Then cooperative societies are able to eliminate middlemen. They help in the development of agriculture. Cooperative societies provides help and to solve a conflict between the capital and labor in cooperative societies. The success of economic planning is possible only with the establishment of cooperative societies. There is a better quality production of goods and services is possible. The profits of cooperative societies are distributed among its members, and government gives adequate economic grants to the societies so that there should be more production and profits for the members. And cooperative societies enjoy exemption in the income tax. So these are the economic advantages of the cooperative organizations. Second one is social advantages. So for example, like in Amritsar, Jan Shakti Multi-State Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society Limited, approved by the central government of India, provides multiple services to poor sections. So in the social advantages, it includes there is a feeling of cooperation and democracy increases in the society. Economic power is decentralized. The trade and industry is not centralized in few hands. The poor people can get the advantages of their efficiency by becoming members of the cooperative society. They provide economic help to the weaker sections of the society. Next, there is the moral advantages of cooperative society. So for example, like the Ludhiana District Cooperative Milk Producers Union Limited are the example of moral advantages. Moral advantages includes as in a good cooperative society, drinking, gambling and extravagances are considered as bad. So mutual help, self-help, hard work, education, savings, self-dependence are considered as the basic principles of cooperative societies. So next is political advantages. So it is based on the principles of equal distribution of wealth, means there is a no gap between the rich and poor. So second advantage that is related to the political advantages are cooperative societies give importance to individual freedom. So these are the advantages of cooperative societies or cooperative organizations. So now we will discuss the disadvantages of cooperative society. So first one is inefficient management. For example, in the cooperative societies, members are included from their locality who are not experienced. So the management committee of the cooperative societies is elected by the members, and generally these members do not have adequate managerial abilities and experience. That is why it lacks or inefficient management should be there. Next is lack of directive or direct incentive. So for example, cooperative society's motive is to help the poor people, so the profits are not earned, and that is why there is a no direct relation between the effort and the reward in these societies. So that is why there is a lack of direct incentive. Next is lack of elasticity. So for example, like the cooperative societies cannot use their or use different methods of sales like credit sale, sale at low prices and home delivery. Only the cash system is included. So there is a lack of business elasticity in the cooperative societies. That is the disadvantage of cooperative society. Next one is mutual disputes. So generally disputes arise among the members of the society. Some members may want to dominate the working of the society. Next one is government interference. So for example, like account audit and inspection by the government is compulsory in case of a cooperative societies. In day-to-day working, a cooperative society is bound by the rules and regulations laid by the government cooperative movement. So that is also the disadvantage of cooperative organizations. Next one is limited consideration. So the main objectives of the cooperative society is to provide service to its members. Thus the profits earned are very low. Next one is corruption. So most of the people in India are illiterate. They always have a feeling of casteism and favoritism. Thus it is an obstacle in the growth, progress and the development of the cooperative society. So next is the lack of capital. So capital is the backbone of any organization. These societies always suffer due to lack of capital. Due to limited means of members, they cannot afford to invest extra funds because only the members can invest money in the cooperative society, and if there are small number of members are included in the cooperative society, that means there is a lack of capital. So that is the disadvantage of cooperative societies. Next one is lack of savings by the members. So for example, like suppose cooperative society earn profits, then that money is distributed among employees or members or creditors. Means people from cooperative society takes money as a loan. So the progress of the cooperatives mainly depends on savings, but in our country the members are not in a habit of saving. That is why they are unable to get advantages of this cooperation. Next one is high rate of interest on loan. So the rate of interest is quite high it varies from 1/4% to 18%. So a major portion of earnings go to the financial institutions in form of payments of interest and principal amount. So that is the another disadvantage of cooperative organization. Next one is excess expenses. So generally the economic expenses of cooperative societies are very high, which reduce the profits of cooperative societies. So now the last one is other drawbacks. Other drawbacks like groupism in management, illiteracy of the members, improper maintenance and checking of accounts are the another disadvantages of the cooperative organization. So now the homework of today is to write the question answers that are explain various types of cooperative societies with suitable examples. Your second question is discuss the advantages and disadvantages of the cooperative organization with examples. So go through the various YouTube links so that you can write the answer of these questions in a better way.